Disgust feels like an unnecessary emotion. It ruins appetite, makes the world less pleasant, and seems easy to live without. Fear, pain, and instinct sound far more important. But without disgust, humans might not have survived at all. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why. Disgust, not fear, quietly kept our species alive, the emotion no one asked for. Here's what most people don't realize. Disgust isn't a flaw in human psychology. It appears instantly, before logic has time to react. The smell of rot, spoiled food, blood, filth, the response is immediate. Your body says one thing: stay away. Evolution didn't need explanations. It needed fast breaks, and disgust was faster than thinking. But this is only the surface of the story. A biological danger signal. This is where it gets interesting. Nearly everything we find disgusting is potentially harmful to the body. Spoiled food can poison us. That's why humans have an unusually strong sensitivity to bitter taste. Many natural toxins are bitter, and our taste system learned that lesson early. Blood triggers disgust for a reason. If blood is visible, something is wrong. Keeping distance is safer than investigating. But disgust doesn't stop at food or injuries. A memory older than history. There's a strange reaction that still makes sense today. Most people instinctively recoil from rats, even though few have ever seen the plague. For centuries, rats spread deadly diseases like plague and rabies. The association stuck. Even someone who keeps a pet rat rarely wants to touch a wild one. Disgust outlived epidemics themselves. And yet, we're not born with it fully formed. Why children aren't disgusted? This is the clue that explains a lot. Young children barely feel disgust. A toddler can get covered in feces without finding it unpleasant at all. That tells us disgust isn't purely innate. It's learned, shaped by experience. As intelligence develops, humans become more selective, and gradually, disgust expands beyond biology. When disgust became social, here's the unexpected turn. We feel disgust not only toward substances, but toward behaviors. Cruelty, abuse, and violence provoke the same emotional response. This isn't about germs. It's about social survival. Antisocial behavior threatens groups, and cultural disgust acted as a brake on destructive actions. It didn't make people moral. It made societies stable. But disgust is far from universal. Why gross depends on culture. Not everyone is disgusted by the same things. What repels one person can be a delicacy to another. Some Arctic cultures eat kiviak, fermented meat from seal, walrus, or reindeer. The toxins in this food can be deadly to outsiders, but lifelong exposure trains the body to tolerate it. With adaptation, disgust fades. The body learns. So does the mind. Yet sometimes disgust intensifies for a different reason. Research has revealed a clear pattern. Sensitivity to disgust increases with levels of progesterone. This hormone is higher in women, and especially elevated during the first trimester of pregnancy. That's why foods once enjoyed suddenly cause nausea. It's not a malfunction. It's protection. Early pregnancy is when fetal vulnerability is highest. Disgust reduces risky contact with potentially harmful substances, but no protective system is perfect. Sometimes disgust stops protecting and starts controlling. That's where phobias appear. In conditions like contamination fear, people avoid anything that feels unclean, even when it disrupts daily life. What's more surprising is that disgust responds to moral dirt too. After feelings of shame, people often want to wash their hands. This is known as the Lady Macbeth effect. The brain treats moral contamination like physical filth. So why does disgust exist? What feels unpleasant and unnecessary is actually one of humanity's oldest survival tools. Disgust stopped us before fear had time to act. It protected our bodies, our groups, and our future children. And that's why the emotion that makes the world harder to stomach is the same one that made human survival possible.